Well, everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review You Can't Run Forever. And this is a new thriller from director Michelle Schumacher, written by Schumacher along with Carolyn Carpenter. And this particular film focuses on a young teenager who is dealing with heavy anxiety after a tragedy in her family. She's driving around with her stepfather when they come across this grizzled and kind of just heartless, cold figure played by J.K. Simmons, who's on a killing spree and winds up killing her stepfather, and this young woman has to go off on her own into the woods and try to survive. And this film focuses on a lot of different kinds of themes, all really centered around the idea of how do we as humans process grief and tragedy. And we see how our young protagonist is processing hiding up in trees and distancing herself. And I feel like the film does over-explain in terms of like what the motivations are of this figure, who J.K. Simmons brings his charisma here and makes him really creepy in the way he interacts with like the corpses of the people he kills and stuff like that. But then the film goes on this whole entire tangent showing how he got up to this point, and I don't know if this film really needed that. One, from a pacing standpoint, it kind of like tears you out of it, and you're kind of just like, hey, like this would have been maybe more effective if we just didn't 100% know exactly all the details. But in general, this character is unnerving, he's mysterious, and he has gone through these things that have triggered him. And obviously he's lashing out in horrific ways. I do feel like this film at an hour and 42 minutes is a little stuffed in terms of elements that I don't know how much they added to the overall narrative or added to things thematically. They just felt like they were there to pad the runtime and to keep this at a fuller film, instead of like, this probably could have been like a lean 85 minutes and still hit, and probably would have been more effective in hitting what it was trying to do because it would have moved better. This has some pacing issues. There's moments where it's like bang, 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 scene after scene after scene, big things happen. And then there's long stretches where it's just like, there. And there's some interesting layers here, as Fernanda Yola, who plays the mother, Jenny, to Isabel Anaya's Miranda, she gets some moment on the phone with J.K. Simmons' character, and there's a lot of emotion there. There's a really strong performance coming out through this mother character. And there's some strong, solid performances, and it certainly leads up to a finale that does feel satisfying to the story and the themes and everything that's been set up. It just feels like it's overlong, overdrawn out, a little overly stuffed and messy narratively. Pacing-wise, it's a bit off, and it never really like hits that next gear of thrills that really hammer this home. So in general, I think it's a passable thriller. J.K. Simmons certainly brings a lot of charisma to this role and makes watching him interesting, but I feel like it's kind of trying to do too much to make it feel like a fuller film, where this could have been a leaner, more effective film that focuses on the things that worked and really gave the audience a thrilling ride that has a bit to say. And in the end, this is a bit too messy to really deliver that. But those are my thoughts on You Can't Run Forever. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.